At New Scientist Live, we're all about next generation technologies, and next generation propulsion is what we're talking about here. I'm here with Vijay from Reaction Engines, and you've got, well, a model of a rocket in front of you here. Tell me more about this.
So that's not actually a rocket.
Oh no, gosh, I'm so sorry. Tell me more.
It's our engine, which is called a SABRE, which stands for Synergetic Air-Breathing Rocket Engine. So not only does it have a rocket engine attached to the back, which will allow it to go into space where there is no atmosphere, but it has a whole air-breathing side of it, which makes it just as efficient as a jet engine during the air-breathing ascent. So that's within our atmosphere, and that's something that a rocket engine can't do.
Right. So what's the big picture here? What is it that we're trying to achieve with this technology?
So with this technology, we're looking at making a step change in making space access a lot cheaper. We're talking about orders of magnitude cheaper. The problem with rocket engines is that on the whole, they're only one-use items, single-use items, and that instead of using the atmosphere as a benefit, they're a massive hindrance to a rocket engine. A rocket has to take all of its fuel and its oxidizer along with it for the ride. And that becomes extremely heavy when you think about the fact that the oxidizer alone can weigh 6 times heavier than your fuel source. And the thing that we're doing differently is that we're using the oxygen within our atmosphere, just like a jet engine does, to help our combustion process.
So when you say we, who are you? Who is Reaction Engines? What is funding you? And I guess whereabouts are you based?
So we're Reaction Engines. We're based in Culham in Oxfordshire, and our main goal is to make space access cheaper, faster, with our new propulsion system. But it's not only for space access. We're looking at point-to-point travel within Earth. Traveling at Mach 5 within our atmosphere means that you could get from London to Sydney within 4 hours, and that is extremely fast.
And that would be cost-effective as well, because we've seen lots of very high-velocity propulsion systems in the past that are extremely expensive and polluting and so on. But you believe you can do it cheaper, more efficiently than we've ever been able to see before?
We're making a completely reusable system, and by the very nature of being completely reusable, makes it a lot cheaper than what is existing at present.
So whereabouts are you on the journey at the moment? How far are you towards developing this into a fully usable system, reusable system?
Absolutely. So we're busy designing 2 major aspects of our engine. The first part is the pre-cooler, which is at the front part of the engine, and then the core engine itself, which is different, similar but different to a jet engine. The pre-cooler at the start of the engine is the main enabling technology that has stopped us talking about the greater human species here, creating an air-breathing engine that can operate more than Mach 3. So that's what the Americans did with their SR-71 Blackbird. With our pre-cooler, where we can cool the incoming air extremely fast, we can bring it down from temperatures of over 1,000 degrees Celsius to temperatures that an engine can deal with. And so that's the pre-cooler. That's one aspect, and we're doing an experiment towards the end of this year on that in our American test facility. The second part of our technology development program is the core engine itself.
And that's this bit in the middle that we're looking at here.
That's absolutely right. It's this bit in the middle, and we're developing a test facility right now in Westcott, and there we are going to be testing this item at the end of the decade. So 2 major experiments going on, and after that we'll be integrating them together and then hopefully bringing that to a flight test vehicle.
So early, mid-2020s, is that the kind of timetable that you're looking towards in that case?
I won't put a date on that, but let's say we're all driving forwards to be pushing this post the 2 tests we got going to integrate it as quickly as possible and bring it to the market as quickly as possible.
Terrific, but I have to ask, you know that. Okay, so you're here at New Scientist Live. We're very, very glad that you're here. Apart from showing off SABRE, what are the conversations you're hoping to have with visitors here?
So we're here to show off our technology. We are super proud of what we're doing. We've got an amazing group of people working with us, all passionate about pushing the boundaries of hypersonic travel and space access. And so we really want to share our enthusiasm and passion with the wider public.
And what about recruitment as well? I hear you've got some graduate recruitment programs and so on.
Yes, absolutely. So we've got a graduate and apprenticeship schemes starting in the next month, October, November, and I would say that check onto the websites because we've got a lot of information about that. So anyone interested in joining Reaction Engines, there's lots of opportunities, and get onto our websites and have a look.
Of course, and if you're watching at home and popping down maybe later on today or over the course of the weekend, come and have a chat with Vijay, find out more about Sabre, and also, if you're maybe in the market for a job or something in the next few months, then come and have a chat as well. Before we go, though, Vijay, tell me, we're a couple of days in here to New Scientist Live. How have you found it? What have people's reactions been to your technology on the stand and the general vibe on the floor here? What's it been like for you?
It's been absolutely amazing. When we're so in depth in the design of it, day in, day out, it's so refreshing to step back and explain it to the wider public and to show and the reactions, which is mostly gobsmacked and mind-boggling, kind of reminds us and bring us back to why we're doing it in the first place. So it's an absolute pleasure to be sharing our passion with the wider public.
And apart from being on your own stand here, is there anything else that you've clapped eyes on the floor that's particularly excited you?
Well, there's always the Bloodhound car that's there, and it'll be great to have a ride on that. That'll be for sure, yeah. But I don't think they will let me sit in it.
Well, I certainly hope that I am riding on some mode of transport that is powered by your Sabre system here in the next maybe 10 years or something like that. But for now, Vijay from Reaction Engines, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
Cheers.